of Swarovski Optic, and we're here in Trent's hometown of Eagle, Colorado. Trent, how you doing?
I'm awesome.
We have right here the long-awaited 14x52 new NL Pures that I've had a chance, Trent has been so gracious to let me look at. And Trent, if you will, the biggest question I get about Swarovski when the 12x42 NL Pures came out was how awesome the 12x42 NL Pures were and
Yes.
are, but when are you going to come out with a 15? Everyone was asking about that, and I just found out yesterday, so I raced over here, wanted to come take a look. Swarovski has a 14x52 NL Pure, an amazing field of view, amazing exit pupil. It's going to be a huge seller. Talk a little bit about it from your perspective, the 14x52 NL Pure.
Well, so I think one of the things is Swarovski Optic, the adage of Daniel Swarovski, who started the company in the late 1800s. His son took over, started the optic division in 1949. This is our 75th anniversary. The adage that we've always worked on as a company and as individuals is constantly improving what is good. So yes, we always are kind of looking for that next step, the next wow factor. And we came out with the ELs. Everybody's like, oh my God, those are magical, right?
The best ever.
Then we go to the new ELs. They're even better with Swirl-Vision, right? Then we get to the NLs and we're like, how could anybody make anything better? The NLs come 20% wider field of view, amazing ergonomics, better focus mechanism, everything that you want. And then you get a 12x42 in there. This is a Western hunter's dream, right? Well, then the next step, like you said, is what's going to be bigger. We've always had the 1556. It's our old standby for Western long range.
It's been the workhorse of the West.
Yeah, it's a magical binocular as well. But with now the technology of the NL Pure, it allows us to go into something a little bit bigger. People are going to ask, well, why 14 instead of 15? Simple answer is two things. One is we are now building everything a little bit better, being more efficient with some of the modularity so that we can interchange pieces between different magnifications or different sizes of binoculars, and this is what fits. The other thing is by doing 14 power, we can stay at a 52 millimeter objective, which gives the same approximate exit pupil or amount of light coming through the binocular as the 1556, but now we have a smaller, lighter weight binocular, which far better ergonomics. So this binocular only weighs about 35 ounces, where like the SLCs are, if I recall correctly, 47, 48 ounces. So you're saving a ton of weight and getting a much smaller binocular. In addition, with the optical quality of the NL Pure, you don't need that. You're never gonna know that you want that extra 1 power, because the detail, the resolution, the optical quality of that 14 is far superior, and so you're going to appreciate the huge wide field of view along with the magnification that is right there where we need it, and then all of that detail and resolution. So it's kind of a melding of all of these things together. It's not just one thing that makes our stuff awesome, right? It's everything. It's all these little parts and pieces. But 1452, I can't imagine what a long-range Western big game hunter would need anything else for than this binocular.
And also exciting today, you showed me these 10x52s. So that has a 5.2 exit pupil. Amazing field of view. I think you said close to 390 feet or something.
Yes.
And it's mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's crazy. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, it's because there's a misnomer that field of view has to do with the objective end. Actually, field of view has to do with the ocular end, and every individual system is there. Our 1042 still has a little bit more field of view. I think it's 399 and this one's 390, but that's still, nearly 20% more than any other binocular out there, more than our EL 10x42. What you get with the 10 power in a 52 is now having all of that light gathering of a 52 millimeter objective means that more light in, more light out. Low light situation it's going to just thrive. However, even in regular situations, what you really see when you get this more light is a lot of three-dimensionality. That's what I really like about having like the 10. We really saw it in the 1050 EL, and now in the 1052 NL Pure, is the three-dimensionality and the fine focus, the ergonomics of this one allow you to really see into things. So putting this on a tripod will be magical as well.
You'll catch a lot of movement because you have that wide field of view, but you also have that clarity. You're going to catch all kinds of movement edge to edge on those.
Yes, for sure. And when you're looking through things, that's one of the big things that, we're always glassing into the trees, into the bushes, and so being able to differentiate within the things that we're looking at will be magical with this 10 as well. It's 35 ounces, so it's a little bit heavier. Our 1042 is about 30 ounces. It's a little bit heavier, but the ergonomics will still allow this to be an awesome chest glass or handheld glass. Of course, all the NLs also always have the ability to use the same forehead rest, interchangeable throughout the rest, and of course it is tripod adaptable as well.
So just to be clear, if you already have NLs, the headrest will be adaptable, basically interchangeable with all of the NL series.
Correct. Yep. The same forehead rest for the NL works for all NLs.
Okay, sounds good. And right here on the tripod, obviously we talked about the 14x52s, and you were showing us earlier how Swarovski has made the ability for them to be adapted to a tripod head. Pull it off there and show us how it just comes off.
Yeah, pretty sweet. Just move this piece forward, lift it up slightly and move it out, and it comes off. What you see on this end is kind of this oblong or egg-shaped piece. It allows you to put the adapter into the bottom, the circular piece, drop it down, and then it tightens in on itself. Kind of sucks in like that.
Yeah.
So it is Arca Swiss compatible at the bottom, and then does have a 1/4-20 hole. So if you're using a different tripod system, you can adapt it with any foot that you use as well. And coming forward, it is going to be a change that all NLs in the future will be tripod adaptable with this same system.
That's fantastic. Swarovski always pushing the limits, always, absolutely leading the charge in, the design and performance of binoculars. I know this 14x52 is just going to be received amazing. I've already had a chance to look through them. Super excited. Just can't wait for deer season, elk season, all of the stuff going this fall. I think people are going to love this bino.
Yeah, and they're going to be available starting in the middle of July, so it will give consumers plenty of time to have them for hunting season this fall. Also, which will be great.
And right here you have the 12s. Hold the 14 and the 12s kind of side by side and show a comparison.
Close these up here. It is pretty cool to see them side by side. So the 12 here in my left hand, the 14 in my right hand. Without a doubt, they are bigger. They, like I said, they weigh about 5 ounces more, but it is still such a small overall binocular. And with that same comparison in place, let me just hold up the 15s to show you. So there's the 1556 next to it, which is another, almost 3/4 of a pound, almost a full pound heavier, and quite a bit bigger and longer and all that. So 1556 will still be an awesome workhorse, but the 14s will, I think, surpass for overall quality and such.
Well, I just appreciate you spending some time letting me look at them, and
Absolutely.
I'm excited that Swarovski, they listen to the consumer. It seems like the biggest question I've got since the 12, everyone loves the 12s, but everyone's saying,
What's next?
Please make a 15. And here they are, a 14x52. And I'm excited for you guys to show the public and get these into the public's hands. So,
yeah. Well, thanks for coming over and taking a look.
You bet. Thank you, buddy. Good.